Most men never set boundaries with a woman. They assume that kindness means loyalty, and they mistake affection for respect. But by the time they realize who she really is, it's often too late. Emotionally, financially, sometimes even worse, they've already given too much. Here's the truth: a woman's real character doesn't show when things are going well. It shows when you challenge her. That's why it's so important to set boundaries early before you give away your time, your trust, your energy, or your heart. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Step 1. Watch how she reacts when you say no. If you really want to understand who someone is, how they see you, how they handle pressure, and what kind of partner they'll be, pay attention when they don't get their way. Anyone can be sweet, supportive, and agreeable when things are going their way. But when you calmly say no to your time, your attention, your money, or simply your agreement, that's when the truth shows. Why is this so powerful? Because no is a boundary, and how someone reacts to boundaries reveals their emotional maturity and their level of respect for you as a person. Try this. Say no to something she assumes you'll say yes to. Maybe she asks you to drop everything to meet her. Maybe she wants a favor, money, or for you to rearrange your plans. Say no firmly, but calmly, and watch how she responds. If she truly respects you, she might not like it, but she'll accept it. She adjusts because she understands that you're a man with standards, with priorities, with a life of your own. But if she's entitled or manipulative, you'll see it instantly. She may guilt trip you, question your feelings, go silent, get emotional, or try anything to pressure you back into compliance. That reaction tells you everything you need to know. Because here's the hard truth: if someone can't accept your no, they don't actually respect you. They only respect what you do for them. This is why so many men feel blindsided in relationships they never test. They say yes too often. They give and give and give until they realize the connection was never mutual. But the man who's not afraid to say no, he protects himself. He sees clearly. He filters out those who are only there to take dots. So don't test her with games. Don't manipulate. Just set clear boundaries and observe. And when she shows you who she is, believe her. Because someone who can't respect your no is not someone you want to depend on when things get real. 2. Take something away and see if she still stays. If you really want to know why someone is with you, here's the ultimate test. Take something away, not permanently, just enough to watch. What happens when the benefits aren't flowing like they used to? Pull back on the constant texting. Stop the gifts, the little luxuries, the perks she's grown used to just by being around you. Why? Because some people are with you for you, others are with you for what you provide. And as long as she's getting everything she wants, it's nearly impossible to tell the difference. This test works because it strips away the comfort. It removes the automatic access. It reveals whether the connection is based on emotional depth or just convenience. If she's used to you paying for everything, stop. If she's used to instant responses, slow down. If she expects non-stop validation, stop feeding it on demand and then watch. A genuine woman, one who values you, not just the benefits, won't panic. She might be surprised, sure, but she adjusts. She still wants your time, your presence, your energy, because that's what she truly values. But if she was only there for the perks, the reaction will be different. She might lash out. She might accuse you of changing. She might suddenly pull away or act cold. Not because she misses you, but because she misses the benefits. This is the reality most men don't want to face. Sometimes the version of her you've been seeing is not the real her. The real her shows up when the comfort disappears, when the dynamic changes, when she doesn't get everything on her terms. That's when you find out whether she's capable of loving you when it's not easy, not glamorous, and not always on her schedule. And if she fails that test, you don't beg, you don't explain, you don't negotiate your standards away, you walk. Because someone who only stays when it's beneficial is someone who will leave the moment something or someone more convenient comes along the strongest. Relationships aren't built on provision or rewards. They're built on presence, respect, and connection that lasts even when there's nothing material to gain. So take something away and see if she still stays. Because if she only loved the benefits, she never really loved you. 3. Disagree with her and see if she still respects you. Here's one of the most underrated but powerful tests of all. Disagree with her, not by picking a fight, not by being argumentative, but by calmly, confidently standing your ground when you know she expects you to simply agree. Because anyone can be charming when you're agreeing with them, but the real test of character shows up when you don't. Hold your position on something important or values, your priorities, your standards. Watch how she responds. A woman who truly respects you might challenge you, but she won't shame you, she won't belittle you, she won't use emotional tactics to silence your voice. She'll see you as an equal. She might push back, but she'll also listen. And in the end, she'll still value you even if you see things differently. But if she's controlling, manipulative, or emotionally immature, you'll know right away. She may get defensive. She may criticize you personally. She may try to make you feel small, guilty, or wrong for simply having your own perspective. That's not respect, that's control. And without mutual respect, love cannot grow. Because in a healthy relationship, disagreement isn't a threat, it's a chance to understand each other better. And if she can't handle disagreement, it's not because you're wrong, it's because she only valued the version of you that agreed with her. She raised her voice, she guilt-tripped you, she accused you of not caring, she used your disagreement, not as a moment to understand you, but as a weapon to make you bend, because in her mind, love only exists when you comply, and that's dangerous. Because relationships like that aren't built on connection, they're built on control. If she can't handle your disagreement, she doesn't want a man, she wants a mirror, someone who to reflect her beliefs, her emotions, and her desires back to her without question. But the moment you stop being that mirror, she resents you. That's why you must test early men who fear conflict, who go along with everything just to keep the peace, set themselves up to lose everything slowly. They give up their voice, their opinions, their standards, until one day they look in the mirror and don't recognize the man staring back. But the man who can calmly disagree sends a message: I value you, but I value myself too. I'm not here to be molded into your version of who I should be. And here's what matters. The right woman will respect you more for it. She might not like it in the moment, she might even push back, but deep down she'll feel safe knowing you're not a pushover, that you're a man with backbone, with principles, a man who stands firm even when it's uncomfortable. But the wrong woman, she'll do everything she can to punish you for daring to think differently. And that's your answer right there. Disagreement reveals everything. Does she want a partner or a puppet? Does she value your independence or only what she can control? So test her, speak your truth, hold your ground, and don't flinch. Because a woman who can't respect you in disagreement will never truly respect you at all. These tests are simple, but they reveal everything. Say no, take something away, disagree and watch what happens, because her reaction isn't about the moment. It's about who she is at her core. The right woman will respect you more for standing your ground. The wrong woman will show you she was never there for you, only for what you gave her. So test early. Don't fear the truth, because the man who tests a woman early is the man who saves himself later. If you've ever tested a woman and seen her true colors, drop a comment below. I've seen the truth. Let's